Hi everyone, today we are going to learn about a new course, new concept, that is full stack web developer. What is this full stack web developer? The person who develops both front end, back end and database. That person is called as a full stack web developer. What is this MERN full stack web developer? Today we are going to learn about this MERN full stack web developer. You will get a brief idea of the total MERN course. Okay, what are the technologies used in front end, what are the technologies used in back end, and what are the database used in MERN course. Nowadays this MERN course is high in demand and the jobs related to this MERN course are really very high. Further, let's start. First we'll create a file so that I can easily explain to you and you can easily understand. Okay, I have created one file. Okay, now coming to full stack web developer. Full stack web developer. Who is this full stack web developer? Full stack web developer is nothing but the person who has knowledge on front end, back end and database. Then that person is considered as a full stack web developer. Okay, what is this web developer? Do you have any idea web developer? Web developer is nothing but, see here, we'll be seeing different types of websites. Whatever we want nowadays, everything is online. If you want to buy anything regarding clothes, regarding food, anything, whatever things we want actually in these days, everything is available online. How we are buying this? We are buying through Flipkart, Amazon. These are some of the websites which are selling things online. But for creating these websites, they will create these websites. How can these websites can be created? These websites can be created with the help of developers. Developers create these websites. By creating these websites, they are making our life more easier. Uber, yes or no, Zomato, Flipkart, Swiggy, there are many more websites. With the help of this, they are making our lives very easy. We can just buy anything just by a single click. Okay, this is called as a web application, or the person who develops this web application is called as a web developer. Today we are going to learn about this web developer. In this web developer, the person who has an knowledge on front end, back end and database, that person is considered as a full stack web developer. Okay, first we'll get a brief introduction about front end. What is this front end? Front end is nothing by the name itself, it indicates the front end, front, in front of us. We can see that. Yes or no? For example, this is the website, Flipkart website. We can see now, okay, there is scrolling something, there are groceries, there are mobiles, there are fashions, there are electronics. There are many things which are sold on this app. We can easily see them. Yes or no? Therefore, for developing this, for designing this front end, a person who develops this front end are called as a front end web developer. Front end is nothing but which is visible to the user, which is visible to the client. Yes or no? Anyone who opens a Flipkart website can easily see now this all. Therefore, the person who develops all this front end, which is visible to the user, then that person is considered as a full stack web developer. Okay, it is good. We came to know that who is called as a full stack web developer. How can we develop this website? I mean front end. What are the technologies used for developing this full stack web developer? First is HTML. What is the language used? First, HTML. Hypertext markup language. What is this? Hypertext markup language. What is this hypertext markup language? HTML is nothing but an hypertext markup language. It is not in programming language. It is an just markup language. This is written with the help of tags. Tags are used for writing this HTML. Okay, and it is also called, skeleton. It is also called skeleton. Skeleton of website. or skeleton of web page. Okay, what is this? Hypertext markup language is nothing but the skeleton. What is this skeleton? Skeleton is nothing but, as a human beings, we do have skeletons. First we have skeleton, on that is flesh, on that there is a skin. Similarly, before we designing our website, first we design the skeleton of the website. Then with the help of different types of technologies, again we design it, again we make it interactive with the user. First we design the skeleton. Okay, next we are coming to cascading style sheet, CSS. This plays a really very key role in the development of our web page or a web application. What is this CSS? CSS full form is cascading style sheet. What is this cascading style sheet? Cascading style sheet is nothing but, we can see here, we can see for example this Flipkart website. Wow, it's looking so amazing now. It is so colorful, it's so attractive to the user. Yes or no? These designs is done by the help of cascading style sheets. With the help of this CSS, we can design our website in a more attractive and more beautiful way. It attracts the user. How this is done? This is done with the help of CSS. CSS really plays a very key role. With the help of just HTML, we can create a skeleton. That's it. This skeleton looks, at the starting, it looks very nasty, very ugly. But with the help of CSS, we can design it and we can modify it and we can make it more attractive to the user. What is the use of this CSS? Used for designing purpose. Used for designing purpose. Now third web application, third technology which is used in the front end. In our MERN codes, we are using JavaScript. We are using JavaScript. What is this JavaScript? Okay, before that I forgot to tell you one more thing. See here, HTML is a skeleton. With the help of this HTML, we are creating a web application which is in the form of skeleton. Again, with the help of CSS, we are modifying it. We are making it more look attractive to the user. In that, we are also learning one more, that is called as a BootStrap. BootStrap is nothing but a framework. Okay, why we are using BootStrap? With the help of BootStrap also we are designing the website. We have already CSS now. Yes or no? With the help of CSS we are designing, we are making it look more beautiful. Then again, what is the use of this BootStrap? BootStrap is a framework, in that everything is kept. Already the code is written, it is kept. I will in the sense, it is type of ready-made code. Already the code is written and it is kept in the BootStrap website. We can just copy that code and we can paste it and we can use according to our requirement. Yeah, it's really very good. And also whenever we write code with the help of CSS, if you want to design this login button with the help of CSS, it can take approximately 50 lines of code. But if you want to design the same login button with the help of BootStrap, just in 2 to 3 lines, the code will be completed. We can write the code just in 2 to 3 lines, with the help of this BootStrap. And also, this code is always it is ready-made code. Means it is already, the code is written and we can just copy and paste and we can modify according to our requirement. Therefore, we are using BootStrap. Okay, and BootStrap, with the help of this BootStrap, we make our website more attractive and more beautiful, which looks more beautiful to the user. Understood? Why we are using this BootStrap? Next, coming to, we use one more technology in the front end. We use one more technology, that is JavaScript. JavaScript. What is this JavaScript? What is this JavaScript? JavaScript is nothing but an programming language. What is this JavaScript? JavaScript is nothing but an programming language. Why we are using this JavaScript? With the help of JavaScript, we can make our website more interactive with the user. This our website interacts with the user. See here, for example, I'll show here. We have our Flipkart website. See here, we can see here with the help of HTML, we have created the skeleton. Okay, again with the help of CSS and Bootstrap, what we have designed it, and it is looking now super. It's looking really awesome, no? It is looking so beautiful. Now we have created one website. We have created only with HTML and CSS, and we are not using JavaScript. Then that website is of no use. If there is no interaction with the user, then what is the use of that website? Just for seeing purpose. If there is an interaction with the user only, then at that time there will be their orders can be taken and the orders can be delivered. Yes or no? If there is no interaction, then what is the use of that website? There will be no use. That's why JavaScript really plays a very key role for the development of this web application or a website. Yes or no? With the help of this JavaScript only we can make interaction with the user. For example, see here, once I click on login button, what is happening? Then pop-up is coming. What is this pop-up? Some flashing, one page is flashing. How this happens? This happens with the help of our JavaScript. This all operations happens with the help of JavaScript. And also if you want to buy anything, you are clicking on it. Then something is opening, something is flashing. And you are see here, you can see here there are many types of mobiles are showing here, and you can select here according to your requirement. See here, one I have selected one mobile. How this is happening? This is happening with JavaScript. If you want to buy it, how? You will add to cart. If you add to cart, what will happen? This add to cart is function that is happening with the help of JavaScript, not by HTML or CSS. HTML is that's a skeleton, while coming to CSS used for designing, while to making an interaction, add to cart, buy, sell, to see the price. This all happens only with the help of JavaScript. This is JavaScript called as an heart of the website. Without JavaScript, our website looks very dumb. It will be just like a dummy. There will be no use with it. Understood? This all functionalities, these orders, everything will be done or will be performed or will function with the help of only JavaScript. That's why our JavaScript plays a very key role nowadays. And also, the learning of JavaScript is really very easy, While coming to other programming languages, JavaScript, the learning is very easy. That's why we are preferring JavaScript nowadays very much. Okay. Yeah, again that in that we are also learning ReactJS. What is this ReactJS? ReactJS is an library. What is this library? What is this library? And before we told that this Bootstrap is an framework, we told. Now we are telling ReactJS is an library. Okay. We'll learn it. We'll learn, no worries about it. I'll explain it. See here, we told that with the help of HTML, we are creating the skeleton of the website. While coming to CSS, we are designing the website. And also with the help of this Bootstrap, what we are doing, this makes our code more easier and there will be less time in writing the code. For example, I gave you an example also. If you want to create one login button, how can we create this login button? With the help of this CSS, it may take up to 50 lines of code. While coming to Bootstrap, the same login button will be created in 2 to 3 lines. 2 to 3 lines of code. So we are preferring this Bootstrap, and also this Bootstrap is also, it is nothing but is a type of ready-made in which the code is already written. We can just take that code and we can just modify according to our requirement, which is really very simple for the developer, and it is also very time saving. And there are many multiple opportunities in this Bootstrap. We can change many designs according to our requirement. And again coming to JavaScript, just with the help of HTML and CSS, our website looks very dummy. With the help of JavaScript, what we can do, we can make our website more interactive, interactive with the user. It interacts, log in, create an account, add to cart, what is the price. Okay, this all is done with our JavaScript. Okay, fine, we have JavaScript. Again, why to study about ReactJS? What is the use? This ReactJS is nothing but a library. Similarly, we have learned here about CSS and Bootstrap. CSS, the same line of code can be written in 50 lines. While coming to Bootstrap, with the help of Bootstrap, we can write the same code in 2 lines. Similarly, with the help of JavaScript, if you want to create any login button or any add to cart functionality, if you want to create any add to cart functionality with the help of this JavaScript, it may take 30 lines of code. It may take 30 lines of code. While coming to, we can add this add to cart functionality interaction with the user by the help of this React.js in 10 lines. Means this code can be written in 10 lines if you use React.js. That's why it is also time saving, and it is also very fast. That's why we are giving more preference for React.js. Understood? Understood now? Here front end is nothing but the which is website which is visible to the user, that is called as front end. For the development of this front end in our course, we are using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and React.js. HTML is nothing but skeleton. First we are creating an basic pillar for a website. Designing, okay, how it looks, where to place, where not to place, what to place, what not to place. We are creating some skeleton, and after creating that skeleton, what we are doing, we are designing it. For our house also, first we will create one pillars. After that, what we'll do, we'll design it. We'll design by giving some paint. Similarly, for our website also, we are painting. Is nothing but we are painting our website so that it looks so beautiful. How we are painting? We are painting with the help of CSS and Bootstrap. We are maximum using Bootstrap. Wherever we cannot write the code according to Bootstrap, then at that time or other places we are using just CSS. Remaining all places, maximum we are giving preference to Bootstrap only, because it is a ready-made code which is kept already, which is ready. We can take and we can use according to our requirement wherever it is needed. Okay, next coming to JavaScript. JavaScript is nothing but which makes an interaction with our website. If we have designed this website, okay, with the help of HTML and CSS, but just at the time our website may look very beautiful because we have used CSS and Bootstrap, but we cannot make this functionality such as add to cart, buy now, order, place a order, or online payment, anything. These types of functionalities cannot be performed with the help of CSS and HTML. Therefore, JavaScript really must and should need it. With the help of this JavaScript only, we can make add to cart, we can place an order, we can delete order, and also we can see the price, and also we can make online payment. This all is done with JavaScript. Okay, we have done already this JavaScript. Okay, again, why we are running this React.js? Because it is React.js. Here the code which we are writing for creating an add to cart button, add to cart interaction can be done by the help of JavaScript in 30 lines. This is an example I am saying. And while coming to React.js, we can write the same amount of code in 10 lines, which is in time saving. That's why we are using React.js. Okay. Now understood now? Front end, what are the technologies using in front end? We are using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and React.js. Okay, now we'll learn about what is this framework. Okay, and what is this library? Why we are calling Bootstrap as framework, and why we are calling this React.js as library? Do you have any idea? First, framework. First, we'll learn about this framework. What is this framework? Framework is nothing but which has a combination or a collection of libraries. Which has a collection of libraries. It has a lot of functionalities in it. It has a lot of libraries in it. For example, see here, framework is nothing but collection of libraries. What is this collection of libraries? We are saying here React.js is a library. While coming to framework, Bootstrap is a framework, and we are saying that it is a collection of libraries. What is this collection of libraries? Collection of libraries is nothing but it has more than one library in it. If there is more than one library in it, then automatically it can function more than one functionality in it. It can function different types of functionalities in it. While coming to this React.js is considered as an library. What is this library? Library is nothing but it can function only different types of functions in it. It cannot function different types of functionalities. It can function only limited types of functionalities. While coming to this Bootstrap, it consists of different types of libraries in it. For example, I'll take one example and I will show so that you can easily understand. See here, this is an apartment. Okay, let us consider this is an apartment. In this apartment, in the top floor there will be houses. Yes or no? 1 BH house, next 2 BH house, next 3 BH house. Okay, let us consider like this. Okay, in the second floor, I mean in the first floor, there will be one office. Okay, there will be one office. While coming to in the ground floor, there will be one bank. Okay, and there will be near to it, I mean beside, there will be one ATM. Okay, okay, this is one apartment. See here, this is the ground floor, this is the first floor, this is the second floor. Now what we'll do, in the second floor, see here, what is there? Second floor, all there are there are flats, 1 BH, 2 BH, 3 BH, and different types of flats are there. While coming to first floor, what is? It is an office area, business office area. Okay, while coming to ground floor, there is an bank, and also there is an ATM beside it. Okay, but this is all, this is an, okay, sorry, this is all an apartment. But in that apartment, while coming to first to ground floor, there is a different types of functionalities are carried out. Yes or no? While coming to first floor, there is a different types of functionalities are carried out. In the second floor, there are different types of functionalities are carried out. How we can say? See here, while coming to bank, the functionalities of bank is different. Means what are the functionalities generally carried on bank? There will be deposit of money, there will be withdraw of money, they are creating an account. If you want any loans, we can apply for loans. There are different types of functionalities which are done in bank. While coming to ATM, we can withdraw or we can deposit money, and also we can check the balance. This is one type of functionality. While coming to business area, there is one office in the first floor. This office has different types of functionalities in it. For example, there is some business, there will be some functionality regarding to the business. Yes or no? In the second floor, there are houses. There are 1 BH, 2 BH, 3 BH flats. There will be some different functionalities. Means there is one unique building, but in different floor, different types of functionalities are carried out. Yes or no? Similarly, our here framework is also an type of one apartment. It is nothing but bulk of big apartment. In that different type, it consists of different types of libraries in it. If it has different types of libraries, then automatically different types of functions will be carried out in this framework. Yes or no? If there are different types of libraries, what will happen? Automatically then different types of functionalities will be carried out. While coming to ReactJS does not consist of different types of libraries. I have shown here one example. This is considered as our building, means this is one library. This is one library. This is one library. According to that library, different types of functionalities carried out. But while coming to ReactJS, it is only an library. Means only limited types of functionalities carried out. Mean only one type of library. You are getting my point? Now you understood what is the difference between the library and what is the difference between the framework. Framework is nothing but a collection of libraries. While coming to library is nothing but an only one, limited functionalities will be carried out in library. Now you understood, now? Now we have brief introduction or an idea about this front end. Front end is nothing but which is visible to the user, and the person who develops this front end are called front end developer. What are the technologies used in front end? HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, ReactJS, and we have learned about what is the difference between the framework and the library also. Okay. Now we have learned about front end. Now we are going to learn about back end. What is this back end? Do you have any idea what is this back end? What is this back end? What is this backend? Backend is nothing but which is not visible to the user. User cannot see the backend. Can anyone see the backend? No, user cannot see. For example, here this is our Flipkart website. We can see the front end. Yes or no? We can see add to cart. We can see become a seller, more cart. Yes or no? We can see different types of products. But while coming to backend, what is actually going on? No one can see that. That is called as a backend. And the person who develops this backend is called as a backend developer. You can see here there are different types of phones, applications, TV, MERN. If you see here, there are different types of products. Yes or no? There are different types of products. From where you are getting all these products? These all products we are getting actually from the backend. Who is giving these products? We'll learn this. How these products are getting to the front end. Okay. These all, I mean how these products are coming in front, how they are visible to the user. These all, the person who develops all these functionalities are called as a backend developer. In our project, we are using NodeJS as the backend. In our project, we are using NodeJS as the backend. What is this backend? Backend is nothing but it is a way by which we get data from database to front end. This is called as a backend. Backend is nothing but, see here, once we see our Flipkart website, we are getting different types of data. But how we are getting this data? We are getting this data from the backend. Does the backend has this all data? No, backend don't have all this data. This backend does not store any data. This backend, what it does, it brings the data from the data server and serves that data to us. For example, if you are searching in the search bar, we are searching for shoes. Many people can search different types of items according to their requirement. Some may search for shoes, some may search for ties, some may search for clothes according to the requirement. Whatever we are searching, we are getting this data. How we are getting this data? This data we are getting from the database. Who are bringing this data from database to us? Server, I mean NodeJS. Server is bringing all this data from database to the front end. Who is bringing? Server is bringing. This server is nothing but our Node.js. Okay. Okay, understood. Wait, I will explain you so that you can easily understand. What is the backend we are using? What is the technology we are using? Backend, we are using Node.js. Okay, we are using in backend, we are using Node.js. What is this Node.js? What is the use of this Node.js? It creates a server, and also it works as an runtime environment. Runtime environment. What is this Node.js? Node.js is nothing but it also an technology which is used to run our JavaScript. First I will tell about this server. This Node.js creates a server. How can this Node.js can create a server? Wait, I will explain you so that you can easily understand here. Okay, for example, see here. This is our desktop. Okay, this is our desktop and we are sitting here and we thought of buying some clothes. Yes or no? So I opened Flipkart web application and I am searching here for some good mobiles, some latest mobiles. I am searching for latest mobiles. And on the Flipkart website, I am searching for latest mobiles. Once I search for latest mobiles, what will happen? This will send the request to the server. Who is this? This man is called as a server. This man is called as a server. Okay. This man, he is typing as Flipkart. He is typing Flipkart. He is searching for some shoes. Okay. And this server, this Flipkart sends the request to the server that he wants some shoes. He wants some shoes. This service, what does it know? It gives the information whatever it is asked. For example, he is asking for shoes. Then this server gives the information regarding shoes, not shoes, new phone, sorry, latest mobiles. This search all the data regarding what are the latest mobiles, and it sends back the information to this Flipkart website. This Flipkart website displays the what are the latest mobiles, and we can select on it and we can buy it. Yes or no? Here server, the name itself indicates here Node.js is a server. Server is nothing but it serves the data. Means this Node.js does not have any shoes. It does not consist of any mobiles data. It does not consist of any shoes data. It does not consist of any product data. It just serves the data. Name itself indicates it's a serve. It acts as a waiter. For example, if we go to any hotel, example, this is an hotel, I'm a restaurant. Yes or no? In restaurant, you will go here. What you will do? After going into the restaurant, what you will do? You will restaurant. You will go to a restaurant and you order. Yes or no? You will order some things for eating. Yes or no? If you order for a burger, you will go directly to the kitchen and you will order. No, you will go to a restaurant and sit some place. Then a waiter comes. To you and asks what you want. Then this waiter takes the order from you. Does this waiter cooks food? No, he is not a chef. He is just a server. Means, for example, in that restaurant at some place there will be one kitchen. Yes or no? Kitchen. He will in that kitchen, the chef will be cooking all the food which is related food. What are the recipes? I mean, whatever he want, he will be cooking, and he will be cooking in the kitchen. This man, what does is that he will goes and he will sits here. Yes or no? And to that person, one waiter comes. He asks, "What do you want?" Then this person gives an order that he wants something, burger, pizza, whatever he wants. This person who serves, who takes the order, does he cooks all the pizza or the burger? No, he does not cook all this. Again, he goes to the kitchen and he tells the chef that this is the order, that there is one pizza order and one burger. Then what this chef does, he cooks whatever what is the order, and again he gives the food to the server. This server does, he takes that food and again he gives to the person who have ordered. Similarly, in our Flipkart also, the person who is ordering the things, who is searching shoes, who is searching mobiles, he is ordering. His ordering is nothing but he's searching. Once he searches, sends the information to the server. He wants something. This server, what does he know? He again, when he goes to the database, he sends the information to the database, and he tells that some person is asking for shoes, some person is asking for mobile, some person is asking for something clothes. Yes or no? He will be asking you, please give this information so that I can give him back. Yes or no? This is a server. This person, he just go to the database. He just goes to the database and he tells, oh, this server goes and tells, oh, he wants some latest MI mobiles. This database, what does it does, it gives all the information regarding about the MI mobiles. Again, this information is given to the server. This server is nothing but a waiter. He's just taking the food and just taking the mobiles and giving it back to the person who is asking for the shoes or mobiles, whatever the product is. Hope you understood. This the Node.js. Here the server we are using in our backend is Node.js, and this Node.js creates a server. Means it creates a server is nothing but it creates a connection between the front end to the database. How this data is transferred from front end to the database, how this information is transferred from front end to database, again from database to front end. Here mediator is a server. He is a mediator. He does not store any data. He does not have any data. He just sends the information from the front end and to the database. This database, this fellow, what does he know? He does, he gives whatever the data is asked by the server. This server fellow, what he does, he takes all the all the data which is given by this database. And again, this server serves is to the person who is sitting on the Flipkart website and is searching. Understood? The main application of this Node.js, the use of this Node.js is he just creates a server. He works as an mediator. His work is to serve the data. If one person is asking, then he will go to the, for example, I'll tell one more. This is the one person, this is a two person, this is the three person. Okay, this is person one, this is person two, and this man is person three. Person one is the front end, and person two is a server, Node.js, and person three is the database. Person one is a front end. We are using ReactJS JavaScript in front end. In the back end, person two we are using Node.js. In person three I have not explained, but we will be using database as MongoDB. Okay. This person one goes and tells to the person two that I want some latest mobiles. This person two, he does not have any mobiles. How can he give? He goes to the person three, that is database. He told, oh, he wants some mobiles, latest mobile. This database, he had every information, every product, every data he had stored. What this fellow will do? No, okay, you want MI mobiles latest, wait, I will give. He will give this. Again, this information is sent to the server. This fellow, what he does, he just take that information and gives to the person one. Understood? There is a communication between 1, 2, 3 person, 3 person. Here person 2 is just a mediator between the person 1 and person 3, and the person 2 he is an Node.js. Okay, he is a mediator. Understood? While person 1 is an front end, while person 3 is an database. Hope you understood now. Now you got a clear idea about what is this, what is the main use of this runtime Node.js. What is this Node.js does? How does he create a server? Okay, now we have learned about this. We are telling here, what we are telling here, that this fellow tells the data that he wants some MI mobile. This fellow tells to the server. This server goes to the database. Okay, how they are telling? Are there any human beings? Are they, how they communicate? They communicate through the APIs. They communicate through APIs. They communicate through APIs. Okay, means, and here also there will be an API. How there will be a communication channel between human beings also. We can communicate in English, we can communicate in our mother tongue, whatever. There is a communication language. Yes or no? Similarly, if this person one, means this front end person is asking, the person who is sitting in front of the desktop and he is asking for MI mobile, this server, this person is bringing from the person 3. How is bringing? Through API. This information is sent through API. Okay, what is this API? I'll tell here what is this API. API is nothing but application programming interface. What is this API? API is nothing but application programming interface. What does this API does? This API sends the information from front end to the server. We have this front end. This front end will be given this information to the back end. And this back end, what this fellow does, he sends the information to the database. Again, what he does, that data will be coming back to the front end. Wait, I will show. So that, okay, see here. And here is API. Here is API. Yes or no? See here, this is a front end. You can see here front end. And this fellow is asking for some MI mobiles, latest MI mobiles. This information sent to the backend. How this sent? It is sent through the channel. Which is the channel? API. What is this API? Application programming interface. Nothing but will create some server like type of this server. With the help of this, they will send the information to the backend. Oh, MI mobiles, give MI mobiles. This backend, this fellow again goes to this database. How he will communicate? Through API. this API, he will get the database and he will get the information from the database. Again, this information is sent back to the backend through API only. And here this information again sent to the front end. Oh, this man selects all the phones now in my mobile and he orders whatever he wants. Understood? Whatever he wants. This is the channel, or this is what is the logic going on behind. Whenever we are buying anything from the online or any website, this is the main logic going on behind. If we ask for anything in the front end, this front end gives the information to the backend through API. This backend again sends the information to the database. This database collects that information from the data and it sends again back to the backend through API. Again, this backend sends this information to the front end through API. Understood? This API really plays a very key role in the creating of a website. This all work is done with the APIs only. They will be serving data from backend to front end and from front end to backend or in database. How this is all done with the help of these APIs. Okay, we'll be creating these APIs. This creation of APIs is really very easy. No need to worry about it. Okay, now in the backend we are using what type of technology? We are using Node.js. And it creates a service. We have learned about this server is nothing but creating an API. With the help of API, we will be creating server. And also we are telling that this Node.js also works in runtime environment. What is this runtime environment? Runtime environment. What is this runtime environment? Do you have any idea about this runtime environment? Runtime environment is nothing but whenever if there is any technology, if you want to run that technology, then another technology is needed to run that. That is called as a runtime environment. For example, so that I will tell her so that you can easily understand. See here, we have Java. Java is a technology, yes or no, is a programming language. For running this Java, what is the runtime environment? We use Java Virtual Machine. What is the technology used? Java Virtual Machine. Means if you want to run this Java Virtual Machine is must. Yes or no? If you have Excel, yes or no, we'll be creating all office work. And if for that, what is the runtime environment? MS Excel. Similarly, we have our JavaScript. What is the runtime environment for our JavaScript is Node.js. Understood? We can run our JavaScript on browser also. We can run our JavaScript on browser directly. But without a browser, how can we run our JavaScript? We can run with Node.js. If you want to run our JavaScript without browser, then Node.js is must. Node.js is must. Node.js plays really very key role for our JavaScript. You can see here we are using here JavaScript in the front end. If we are using JavaScript in the front end, then we are using Node.js in the back end. In the sense that the Node.js which are using in the back end, it also works as a runtime environment to JavaScript. Yes or no? It's really very good. Yes or no? And also in this Node.js, what we are using, we are using ExpressJS as a library. We are using here Node.js in the backend, and we are in this backend we are using ExpressJS. What is this ExpressJS? We have learned about ExpressJS is also not a library. We learned about now only we learned about library. What is a library? Library is nothing but with a limited functionalities in it. Similarly, this ExpressJS is also a library which has limited functionalities in it. Which has a limited functionalities in it. This ExpressJS. Okay. Why we are using this ExpressJS? Because it runs on Node.js. For running this ExpressJS also Node.js is required, runtime environment. And why we are using ExpressJS, it increases the productivity. 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 Okay, why we are using this ExpressJS? In the name itself indicates it is Express. Express is very fast. It takes all the APIs very fast from front end to back end, from back end to database, again from database to, see here, I will show here. Once you are searching for mobiles, just you click, see here, you are getting all mobiles, yes or no? The function is very fast. You can see the operation is very fast. How this is happening? This is happening with the help of ExpressJS. Means it is going very fast to the backend, and it is telling you want that he want mobiles. This backend is again going to the database, and this database giving all the data regarding to mobiles. It is coming to server, it is again giving back, again this server gives to the person, to the first, I mean front end. Means this all operation is happening within fraction of seconds. You can even observe how fast it is. It is in just a, we can blink our eyes, yes or no? That is so fast. The operation is, see, very fast. We are searching for TV, see, just all the televisions came. How the operation is very fast. This operation is very fast because of ExpressJS. Now name itself indicates, okay, it is so fast. It brings all the data within a fraction of seconds. That's why we are using ExpressJS. Okay, now we have learned about the NodeJS. NodeJS works as an, it creates a server, and also it is a runtime environment. This is a runtime environment for JavaScript, so we are using JavaScript. We are using JavaScript in the front end itself, and it also and for that JavaScript to run, we are using Node.js is must. Therefore, and we are using this Node.js in the backend. And in the Node.js, we are using, what is this? ExpressJS we are using as a library because it is very fast. It increases the productivity. Yes or no? Now you understood about what is full stack web developer. In that we have learned about the front end, we have learned about the back end. What are the technologies we are using? Front end we have learned what are the technologies we are using. Back end. Generally in back end we are using not much, we are using only Node.js. Why we are using? To create the server and use for runtime environment. In Node, for creating the server. How this created the server? We are creating the server with the help of APIs, application programming interface. How we are creating this? We are using a library that is called as ExpressJS, which is very fast. And we have learned about this runtime environment. What is this runtime environment? Runtime environment is nothing but whenever we want to run any, if we want to run any technology, then which supports that technology should be needed. For example, see here, which supports that technology for running that runtime environment. If you want to run some particular file, then some application is needed to run that, then that is called as a runtime environment. See here, Java. For Java, what are the runtime environment? Java virtual machine. Similarly, Excel. What is the runtime environment? MS Excel. Similarly, for our JavaScript, what is the runtime environment? Node.js. Hope you understood, no? Now, what is front end? What are the technologies used in front end? What are the technologies used in back end? And what are the libraries used, and what is an runtime environment. Now we are going to learn about the database. What is this database? Database is nothing but database. Now we are going to learn about database. What is database? Why we use database? Database is nothing but to store data. Yes or no? We are getting, see here in the Flipkart, there is a lot of data, lot electronics, TVs, men, women, baby, kids, furniture, sports, lot of data is where we are storing this data. We are storing this data in database. It is stored in the database. It is stored in the database so that we can collect the information whenever we want, and that data will be collected according to the user. Understood? And these databases are also, there are two types. One is SQL. One is SQL. SQL nothing but Squirrel database. Okay. While coming to non-SQL. NoSQL. What is this NoSQL and what is this SQL? Okay, SQL is nothing but called database. Generally the databases are of two types. One SQL and another is non-SQL. What is this SQL and what is non-SQL? SQL generally Wait, I will be I will show here. SQL. SQL here nothing but structure query language. What is the full form of SQL? SQL is nothing but structure query language. And here the data is generally stored in the form of tabular forms or table format. It is stored here. Generally, the data is stored in the form of tabular form or table format. Means we are storing this data, mobile data, application data, TV data. We can see here now in our Flipkart there are different types of data. This data generally stored in the form of tabular form. While coming to SQL, yes or no? While coming to non-SQL, this data is generally stored in the form of objects. While it is stored in the form of objects. Wait, I will show. Non-SQL. Non-SQL generally the data is stored in object form. Object form. You know what? Generally we are in front end we are using this JavaScript. You know, JavaScript is also written in the form of object only. And here in database also we are using non-SQL, and this in non-SQL data is also represented in the form of object form only. So it will be not that much hard for us to learn the database also. And in our project, what type of database we are using? You know, we are using MongoDB. MongoDB. This is a non-SQL. We are using non-SQL database. We are not using SQL. Okay. Yeah, we have seen here there are two types of databases. Yes or no? SQL and non-SQL. SQL is nothing but structure query language, and no SQL is nothing but no structure query language. Okay, what are the technologies? I mean, what are the databases come under SQL? MySQL. There are different types of databases that come under SQL. That are SQL, SQL Server, and also Oracle. These are some of the databases which come under SQL. Okay. While coming to non-SQL, what are the databases come under non-SQL such as MongoDB, Cassandra, and also Redis. Okay. These are some of the databases which come under, I mean, non-SQL. There are databases are of generally two types, SQL and non-SQL. SQL is nothing but structure query language, and the data is written in the form of tables. While coming to non-SQL, the data is stored in the form of objects. And here MongoDB. And in our project, we are using MongoDB. What are the different types of non-SQL? MongoDB, Cassandra, and Redis. Okay. Now coming to MongoDB. Why we are using MongoDB? Because it is very fast. You know, we can see here, and it also very flexible. It is very flexible and it is secure, and also it is lightweight. It is lightweight, and it executes very fast. Yes or no? It executes very fast. For example, we can see here in the if we want to see, we can see in this Flipkart website. Once we are typing whatever we want, we are searching in the search engine, we are getting very fast. The data we are getting very fast. If we are using this non-SQL, here it is written in the form of object forms, and also it is very fast. We are getting the data very fast, and also it is very flexible, and also why we are using, you know, it is lightweight and it executes the code very fast. It executes the code very fast. That's why we are using this MongoDB. Hope you understood. Now we got an idea about what is this front end. Yes or no? In this full stack web developer. Full stack web developer consists of front end, back end, and database. And we have learned about what are these technologies used in front end and what are the technologies used in back end. We have learned, and also what are the databases generally consist of, and in that databases what we are using in our project, what we are using. We have learned that also. Okay, fine. Now what is this MERN now? We have learned about front end, we have learned about back end, and we have learned about database. We got a brief introduction about it. What is this MERN then? MERN full stack web developer. What is this? MERN full stack web developer is nothing but M stands for MongoDB and E stands for MongoDB. E stands for ExpressJS, and also R stands for ReactJS, and also N stands for NodeJS. Okay, understood? These all four technologies according together called as a MERN full stack web developer. M stands for MongoDB. Yes or no? MongoDB, where we are using MongoDB? We are using as a database. We are using MongoDB as a database. Okay. And Express, where we have learned this Express. Express we have learned in the back end. Why we are using? To create server. We are creating APIs with the help of this ExpressJS. And again we are using ReactJS. Where we are using ReactJS? We are using ReactJS in the front end. Why we are using in the front end? To interact with user. Yes or no? Last but not the least, we are using this Node.js. Why we are using Node.js? Is as an runtime environment. Runtime environment, and also it creates server. Yes or no? Now you have understood about the MERN. What is this MERN full stack web developer? MERN full stack web developer is nothing but M stands for MongoDB, E stands for ExpressJS, R stands for ReactJS, and N stands for Node.js. What is this MongoDB? MongoDB is nothing but a database which we are using to store data in the form of objects. Yes or no? And that is MongoDB database. While coming to ExpressJS, we are using backend. Why we are using Express in the backend? To create API, to create server. And why we are using Express? It is very fast. Within fraction of seconds, it brings the data. Yes or no? From the database to the front end. And we are using ReactJS. Why we are using ReactJS? We are using JavaScript. Again, ReactJS is a library. Why we are using? To interact with the user, and it is very fast and the code is light when compared to Node.js. So we are using ReactJS. While coming to Node.js, we are using Node.js in the back end. Why we are using? It is a runtime environment to the JavaScript, and also it creates a server. Yes or no? It creates a server. It brings whatever the data we want. That's why we are using this. Now you have understood about the full stack web developer. What is this full stack web developer? Full stack web developer is nothing but front end, back end, and database. We have the knowledge of front end, back end, and database. Yes or no? Front end we are using HTML, CSS, BootStrap, JavaScript, and ReactJS. While coming to back end, we are using only Node.js and we are using ExpressJS. Why we are using ExpressJS? So that it increases the productivity. It is very fast. We have run about what is runtime environment. Runtime environment is nothing but which is used to run that application. That is called a runtime environment. For our runtime environment, Node.js, JavaScript is the runtime. Node.js backend. In backend, generally we are using Node.js. Why we are using Node.js? It creates a server and it also works as a runtime environment. And in Node.js, we are using the library as ExpressJS because it increases the productivity. And what is this database? Database nothing but to store data. There are two types of data. One is SQL, another is non-SQL. While coming to SQL is nothing but structured query language. Here the data is stored in the form of tables format. While coming to non-SQL, the data is stored in the form of object format. In our non-SQL, we are using non-SQL only, and we are using MongoDB. Why we are using MongoDB? It's very fast, it is flexible, it is secure, it is lightweight, it executes very fast. Hope you understood and you got a brief introduction about what is a full stack web development and who is called as a full stack web developer. The person who has a knowledge on both this front end, this back end, and this database, then that person is considered as a full stack web developer. In this course, we'll be learning about these all the technologies such as MongoDB. We will be learning about HTML. We'll be learning about CSS. We'll be learning about BootStrap. We'll be learning about JavaScript, and we'll be learning about ReactJS. While coming to backend, we'll be learning about NodeJS. We'll be learning about ExpressJS. While coming to database, we'll be learning about SQL. We'll be learning about non-SQL. In non-SQL, we'll be learning about MongoDB. Okay, hope you understood. Okay, thanks for watching.